All right, y'all, it's the Granddad of Granddad Woolly letting you know about the Mortal Kombat 11 tournament going down live at Dead End Studios in Atlanta, Georgia on May 11th, 7 p.m. sharp. If you want to get this work, if you want to put them hands on and win some money, get some gear, and be a guest on Dead End Gaming in the process, sign up. The link is in our Instagram as well as on our Twitters, BZ430 Twitter, my Twitter, Granddad Woolly, and Dead End Games Twitter. So check all that shit out. More details to come. Like I said, May 11th, show up, show out, get to work, or give the work. What you want to do, Mortal Kombat 11, who's next?
What's up, everybody? It's Dead End Gaming live from Dead End Studios.
Live from Dead End Studios. It's Dead End Gaming. We on number 35. It's Eric V, a.k.a. Me and Mugga 11. I'm sitting here with one other person, which is...
Granddaughter, 1,000 hours. You know what it is. It's just me and Eric today because, you know, nobody loves us.
Yeah, man, we got left behind.
You know.
If y'all are watching on Twitch or YouTube, we on our matching white tees, man. We looking real holy around this bitch.
Angelic.
So,
But to bless y'all with a good podcast tonight.
hell yeah, man. Real holy, you know?
Church on Friday. What's today? Tuesday? Church on Tuesday. I almost said Friday.
It's Friday for them on Spotify.
Yeah, church on Friday, too.
It's like Saturday
All
or
week.
Sunday on YouTube.
Pay your tithes.
Yeah, man. So where's B at, man? I've been trying to think of where B was.
B is in the D. I think. I think he is. He ain't here. He ain't nowhere around, so I'm assuming he's in Detroit. But
I thought he was trying to find Turok.
he probably out there trying to. I heard that he might be out there. Shit. That's what a new Turok game gonna be set in Detroit. Turok, Streets of Detroit.
Turok versus RoboCop.
But yeah, BZ's out for the week, but he should be back next week.
Tyler is stuck in a glitch in Fallout 76 or something. I don't know where she's at, but shout out to her. Kenna's in the studio not fucking with y'all. You know, he said he'd rather not. So, what have you been playing, Granddad?
You know what it is.
Yes. He's holding up his Switch.
You know what it is. 1,000 hours.
Not like dirty panties this week.
It's still filthy.
Dirty.
Yo, and I actually, I was doing some high level training with my little bro, who was an amazing Smash player as well, and I was giving him that work. He was surprised at my improvement. He don't lie. You know what I'm saying? So we was playing over the weekend. Still trying to get this whole Fantano thing squared away because our schedules are all mixed up. Once we get it locked down, we'll get that rematch going ASAP. I got y'all. I want it just as much as you do, but we both busy motherfuckers, so it's hard. It's not easy because y'all want to see the shit. I mean, we can play on the low, but then nobody going. I won't be able to prove my point.
Yeah.
I won't prove my point. Y'all won't believe me.
People got to see it.
Exactly. So we'll get that done as soon as we can. But I've also been playing Horizon Zero Dawn. I finished the Frozen Wilds today. To me, I finished the shit. Yesterday, I streamed, and it seemed like the mission I did was like the mission to end the shit because everything else is like errands.
That's what I was saying, too.
Yeah. So I played some more today. I killed like 5 bears. Dope ass stream. That's where the chicken wing talk came from. Also did some other upgraded all my shit. So I'm pretty sure I got one small side mission that really ain't about shit. It's like an old side mission. I'm gonna knock that out on my own time. So Horizon is done, and that's pretty much all for now. I haven't been playing much games this week other than those two, but because I'm getting ready for Mortal Kombat and Days Gone, which is both coming out next week, and I'm considering rebuying Cuphead for Switch, which should come out, I think, tomorrow, 2 days. So, yeah, because I love Cuphead, and I want to get that DLC that they're going to drop eventually, so I think I'm going to cop Cuphead for the Switch, too.
Dope. You going to stream that?
I've already streamed it before. I've already did a full playthrough on my YouTube channel, so I'm not going to do it again. But if that DLC drops, I'm definitely going to stream or let's play that one. So
dope.
So if you want to check it out, watch my Cuphead stream on my main channel. It's hilarious. You're going to see me rage. It's fucking great. It really is.
That's going to tie into one of our topics today, Sue. That's perfect you brought that shit up. Mm-hmm. All right, I've been playing a whole lot of shit, as usual. First up, Horizon Zero Dawn. I beat the main story. So I'm pretty much, am I going to play it again? I have been playing the Frozen Wilds. I was streaming, Game of Thrones while just playing the Frozen Wild. So I was like a wildling with fucking Aloy. So mad hours in that shit. But it's fun. I'm level 49 right now. I did the 3 bear shit that you were doing.
Uh-huh.
I did my shit with the blast wire, bro. That blast wire.
Yeah.
I don't got that armor you got, but I got that blast
I
wire.
mean, I got the blast wire too, but like
You gotta use it.
My weaponry is too on point. I got so many options to kill, so it's like the blast wire is cool, but you gotta like set it up. Like I like shooting motherfuckers.
You get efficient at it, man.
Like, I ain't no bitch, nigga. I'm like going straight at the bear. Like I'm gonna look at the bear in the eye and shoot that motherfucker in the face with every arrow I got. Like fuck setting traps and shit. Nah, fuck that.
You in the goddamn healing armor. You in the
So?
healing armor.
Nigga?
Look at me, I'm brave.
I earned that armor, motherfucker. I climbed 6 mountains for that shit. You goddamn right I'm using it.
I ain't got time for that shit.
You goddamn right I'm using that armor every time.
So, but I run up, nigga.
Run up. Yeah, let him run up. Watch what happened. Killed 5 bears
I'm gonna
today.
heal myself.
Killed 5 bears, 6 tramplers, some scorchers, a thunderjaw. Nigga, I was a goddamn hunter today. I was getting it in. Come on now, don't downplay my skills. Fuck.
Out there with adrenaline shots, man.
And I'm level 59. What you got to say about that?
Hey, man, you played it, boy.
Right. Hey,
I'm level 40.
I'm killing more is what I'm doing.
I'm level 49.
I'm killing more
man.
is what I'm doing.
I'm
Get it right.
I'm killing more games. Speaking of which, Hyrule Warriors, played that Saturday night. I haven't played that in a long ass time, but it was dope. Played Mega Man X5 for Old School Saturday. This motherfucker here.
I'm telling you, Mega Man wasn't no joke. Still ain't.
I love this game, bro. And when I tell you, stream going smooth, fucking up everything. This is my near automata. Like, B got that shit. Like, Mega Man X5 is my near automata. Like, I love that shit. And as oh wait. Anyway, so it's going mad smooth till I get to the final boss. And then I just lose my continue. Like, and then when you lose your continue, you have to fight every boss in the game
over
again.
I told you, Mega Man be on that bullshit.
I fought all the bosses 3 times.
Wow.
This was my longest stream at 6.5 hours, bro.
I would have quit, nigga. I would have like, fuck Mega Man.
I was over here hungry. I'm like, yo, I'm beating this shit. They was like, yo, man, just go take a break and come back. I'm like, nah.
When the stream tell you to
fuck
stop,
that.
it's a problem. Hey man, it's cool. You ain't gotta win.
You don't have to prove
Go
anything.
eat, nigga. Go get some chicken wings.
Nah.
Come on now.
No. Yeah, I hate him
Yo.
with the karate chop.
Like,
nigga.
No. Third time's the charm.
So eventually, I beat that shit. That shit was stressful, fun as fuck. There was a hot gossip going on and shit about other people in the dead end gaming community. I'm not going to talk too much about it. And I just got Tales of Vesperia, a game that I've mentioned a few times here. One of my favorite RPGs of all time. Just started that last night.
Yeah, I caught that stream.
That's going to replace Persona as the
BG
game.
gonna come around
Yeah.
at some point and talk shit about that
Yeah,
too.
yeah, he did right before you showed up.
Oh, real?
What's this bullshit? Fuck you doing? You fighting a mushroom, nigga? I'm like, all right, like calm down, B. But yeah, man, that shit was dope as fuck. It's actually not as dope as I remember yet because you got to unlock moves and shit. But once I unlock those moves, it's gonna be flames. But yeah, that's what I've been playing.
Cool.
First topic.
Let's get it.
Sekiro. It's getting a whole lot of controversy, I guess. I don't know. There's people talking about it. They're saying the game needs an easy mode. Do you
I've
agree?
heard the game is unreasonably difficult, and I've yet to play it. I'm actually waiting for Ghost of Tsushima. That's gonna be my samurai game. But just from hearing the fact that people saying that this game is unreasonably difficult for no reason, and I've seen some gameplay of it, and it looks like some bullshit at times can happen on a regular. So I don't know. Maybe they do need an easy mode, but at the same time, like, get good. Play the game and get good. Stop bitching about, it need to be easier. Play the game better or don't play it at all. Come on now. I've never played easy mode a day in my life. Normal or higher. Easy is like, it just makes it feel like you ain't shit anyway. Like they like that's for kids. Easy's for kids. So if you're a kid, it's okay. But if you're like 13 and up, you better be playing normal. You getting roasted on.
That's real. I mean,
you a samurai. Come on now. Samurais ain't have easy lives. Them motherfuckers had to live on the edge of life every day, nigga. So you got to experience that. They walk around with swords and armor all the time. Of course you got to be ready. You get stabbed once, you going to die. It's real life. Come on now.
I feel like when you even look into this game at all, like it's basically marketed as this is hard as fuck. Come try it. If you playing Sekiro, you shouldn't be, I don't know, man. Like part of it makes me feel like
And
Maybe it should include an easy mode, but they already decided they don't want to include an easy mode. That's the developer's choice.
Right.
Trade that shit in.
They some real niggas, probably. Look back. The game is called Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, which means you're going to die at least twice. At least twice an hour, at the max. Like, I mean, or the minimum. So, like, they told you in the title, Shadows Die Twice. Not Shadows Die Once or, come on. They told y'all. Don't act like you ain't know the game wasn't going to be that difficult. Come on. You a samurai. Come on.
Have you ever wanted, like, a game to have, like, I don't know. Have you ever played on normal and been tempted to go down to easy? Because some people are making that argument.
No. You know what happens? If it's on normal and I'm, like, having trouble with the game, I'm like, yo, then that means that the next level of this game is insanity. So I got to get good at normal. So when I play the hard mode or the crazy, insane mode, I'm not losing my shit. So I just take it as a challenge. And I've never, even when like in Resident Evil, when you play it and they say, hey, you want to bump down the difficulty? That's the most disrespectful shit I could ever see.
Yeah, right?
I'm like, nigga, why
like,
you
fuck you.
Like, who the fuck are you telling me what to do? No, nigga, we gonna do this. We gonna run this shit back till I get it. Like, and they like that shit pisses me off when games do that shit. So like the fact that Sekiro is like, no, this is how it is. You got to just play the game and you got to get through it. And eventually you're going to get better at the game because you're going to know how the mechanics work. You're going to know how the enemies fight. It's going to make you a better player. So why not, like, instead of saying, oh, it needs an easy mode, just get better at the game. Yeah, it might take you longer. You might die a ton of times. But every time you die, you're going to get less prone to die the next time because you're going to know why you died before. So that's how video games work. Like,
I mean, every game is based on challenge. Not just video games, but games in general.
They didn't have easy modes on early games. Like Super Mario didn't have an easy mode. It's like play the shit.
True that.
And then that's what you do. You play it. It wasn't even no level of difficulty. It's like you gonna die, you're gonna die. So at least they give you checkpoints. Back then, you ain't get a checkpoint. You died. It's back to the start.
Yeah. Ugh.
So like y'all got it easy. So that's your easy mode. That's how you get it easy. You get a checkpoint. That's your easy.
Yeah.
So
that's real, man.
Or just wait for Ghost of Tsushima because I'm pretty sure they'll make an easy mode for that.
You want it because it's a PS4 exclusive.
Yes, and it looks gorgeous. Goddamn well that game looks fire. Don't be lying.
No, it does. It does look fire.
Shit.
He's like, I ain't touching that shit.
I ain't touching no
Sekiro is also on Xbox.
It's also made by EA.
I want no parts.
Ain't EA make that shit too? Did they?
From Software.
Oh, from Soft.
The Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Bloodborne.
Well, there you go. Dark Souls, same niggas. Ain't that game hard as fuck? Yeah. See? So why y'all surprised?
Yeah, that's
why y'all bitching? The same niggas who made Dark Souls made this. You know it was going to be hard. Come on now.
What you doing. All right, man. We're going to circle back to that since Kevin made that one of the topics of discussion. It's all good, bro. I could have done it myself, so no blame on you. Not much blame on you. Before we get into the big PlayStation news, the little PlayStation news, you get to change your name now.
Yeah, I saw that.
Is this...
Don't apply to me because that's always been Granddad Woolly. I was ahead of the curve. I was like, because I know nobody gonna have my shit. So when they was like, oh, you can change your name, I'm like, so?
Likewise.
Nigga, I've been there already.
Never changing my shit.
But I did see people struggling. It's like they couldn't change the name so they wanted to. They was like, oh, I can't get this, or I want to change it, but it won't let me change it to that. So I feel bad for y'all. Like, I'm good.
Should have got it right the first time.
Across the board. You should have made a unique name like me. You would have been good across the board.
Should have been old enough to know better.
Exactly. So now look at you, struggling to find a PSN name.
But seriously.
You got to stick with John Smith 45678-3.
Hell yeah.
You know.
Goth Kid
1111.
Us. Make sure that y'all read the whole stipulations when it comes to changing your PSN names.
Yeah, because don't lose your shit. Because maybe you lose some trophies or something like that. Like, I ain't touching it. I'm gonna leave it alone. It's gonna be what it is. I made my choice in life. I'm gonna stick with it.
Yeah. So yeah, don't fuck up when you do that, man. Do your research. Do your research. We cutting through this, man. Next, we ain't got shit to say about them names, dog. We secure.
Be good.
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Now I've forgotten, and for the new people, are you into Star Wars?
Somewhat. I'm not like Star Wars fan, but I know about Star Wars. I know about the characters. I know about the story, and I've watched the majority of the movies I've seen. So yeah, and that's the more recent ones I haven't seen, but I've seen all the classics, the earlier ones, and up to I think I saw episodes 1 and 2, and then I think I stopped after that.
So you didn't see episode 3? You ain't.
I just said stop 1 and 2. Then I stopped after that. Then you asked, you keep 3. You just no, nigga. I did not. 1, 2,
and then 2 are like the worst ones ever.
All right, that's why I stopped watching them, nigga. That's like, I ain't watching this bullshit no more. Fam, look. Like I said, I'm not a super Star Wars fan. Like I respect the Sith. I respect the Jedi. I respect all them motherfuckers. C-3PO and them niggas. I know all the names. R2-D2. Chewbacca.
Yeah.
You know all that shit. I know. Han Solo. Going Dolo. I know what it is. But I just never been a big fan. But I will say some of the games, like Battlefront was cool. What was that? What was another one? It was another one where you can
Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed, yeah. I like that one. That one was dope. So
you played 1 and 2?
And then it was another Star Wars game I played for GameCube. I can't remember what it was. I just remember it had this fire ass intro with the in which Star Wars was it when they go into the bar and then they're playing that one song that yeah. So yeah, they had a dope ass intro in that game where they was like a little choreographed shit, but I can't remember the name of that fucking game. It was for GameCube though, because I played it because it was like the last game in the rental store
or something like that.
I forget what it was, but it was like the last game in the rental store, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'll buy it" because I wanted to rent something to play, and it was actually pretty good, but I can't remember the name of it.
Rogue Leader,
probably
maybe
Rogue something. I think it was probably that.
All right, I ain't play that shit.
Yeah,
but but I liked. My roommate always used to play KOTOR's Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. I never played it. It looked like Dragon Age, and I like Dragon Age, but I wasn't into Star Wars back when I was in college. I'm not into it now, but I'm more aware of it. I've seen movies and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Force Unleashed is dope. I think I've said this before. I like when games give me a power fantasy, like make me be able to make my own decisions and do whatever the fuck I want to do, even though I'm going to be a good guy. But give me that option to be an asshole, too. I can throw shit around, and that was like around the first time that ragdoll physics came around. So you just start off as Darth Vader, just walking. Yeah. You couldn't even run with Darth Vader. So
you don't need to run. Nigga.
Exactly. That's how dope it was. He's just like throw you over here.
You over there.
You over there.
Stop. On the ceiling.
Fucking up all the fucking, I almost said all the Chewbacca's, all the Wookiees in the beginning of the game. So that shit was pretty tight. Yeah. Force Unleashed 2, not too hype on it. Haven't played any Battlefront games, the old ones or the new ones. Kev is giving me a crazy look. I'm assuming they're dope, but I didn't like EA's
the first Battlefront
practices.
I played was pretty dope. I only played the first Battlefront, so.
Yeah. Also, speaking of EA, this game will not have any microtransactions. So that's going to be pretty cool.
Cool.
The trailer looks cool to me. It looks kind of like Force Unleashed to me. But it also looks like you don't really have all that decision making in like to be a Jedi or a Sith. I mean, it's Jedi's in the fucking title, so you're probably just gonna be a Jedi. But yeah, that shit should be pretty cool between episodes 3 and 4, just like every other Star Wars side story ever. Hope y'all looking forward to that. Apparently, the combat is badass. That's what makes me think it's got to be similar to Force Unleashed. I'm gonna check it out.
Is it just that one trailer so far?
Yeah, and there's no gameplay at all, so we don't. So
I'll wait till I see some gameplay, then I'll make my decision because like I never get hype about Star Wars games, but like I said, if it looks good, I might check it out.
From what I've seen, they said it's not a stealth game at all, so it's really about throwing them hands and cutting people up.
That's my shit.
Good.
I like that.
I can't imagine a stealth Star Wars.
Yeah, we kind of weird.
Anyway.
Nah.
Unless we're playing as a bounty hunter, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah. They just want to be a Jedi. They want to have lightsabers and shit and like get the Force.
Yeah.
You don't want to be Boba Fett.
Ain't trying to pew.
Ain't nobody trying to pew around.
Trying to throw shit. All right, we're running through this, bro.
I'm telling you, see,
might be too fast. We might have to get into an artificial argument.
Am
I ruining kayfabe?
You broke kayfabe.
I broke kayfabe.
We argue for real, nigga.
I broke kayfabe.
We be arguing all the time for
Fuck
real.
you, nigga. I'm totally joking. If anything happens, that's so funny. Like I had one rule. He was like, don't break kayfabe. I'm like, let me Google kayfabe. I read what kayfabe was, and I was like, fuck that shit.
Fuck that.
Nah, I promise though. Like y'all see the neck veins. Like when it's for real, it's for real. Granddad fucking wet up Ken's laptop and shit with the water bottle. Like
that was some real shit. That wasn't acting. I was legit. I was legit hot about the situation.
All the moments are real. But
quick question, y'all. I don't want to throw y'all off.
What up?
Have any of y'all played them free PSN games yet? Have you tried the Surge?
No.
I tried it. It's kind of like a Dark Souls kind of game. It's not that bad. It's just you build up your person with new robotic parts and kill other people.
So you need an easy mode?
That is not at all what Kevin was saying.
We gotta know if it has an easy mode now.
I mean, if it had easy mode, I wouldn't play it. Remember back when the old Spider-Man games, when they would have the easiest mode, that was called Kid Mode?
Yeah. That's what easy
That's
mode
what it is. That's what easy mode is.
No, there was easy mode, then there was Kid Mode.
Oh wait, there was a level
It
before
was
that.
literally called Kid Mode.
They used to call it very easy.
Yeah.
Disrespectful.
That just reminded me. Beautiful Joe also had a kids mode. It had kids and adult mode. Like that was literally the name of the difficulties. And while we on difficulties, the goddamn but we ain't getting there yet. What I was gonna say was South Park. The blacker your character is, the higher the difficulty was.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Fractured butthole. Yeah,
That shit was always hilarious.
That
to
shit
me.
was fucking. I died when I saw that shit. I was like, yo, South Park don't give a shit. They know what it is. I could. They are.
Oh, yeah.
Stick of Truth was so good, and then Fractured Butthole was good. Like,
I ain't played that yet.
like I'm not into like the Final Fantasy style like RPG, but those games are so fucking. It's because they're so funny and entertaining. Like you forget that you're playing that type of game. So yeah, shout out to South Park. They make good games.
Hell yeah,
Last two were good. You know.
All right, so back to the PSN thing. Bad segue. PS5. We got confirmation from Sony. Wired.com released an article about it, kind of like a rumor article. Here's what you can expect, and then PlayStation was like, they tweeted it basically.
They're like, yeah, maybe.
Confirming that this is what it is. So 2 terabyte solid state drive, I believe.
Good shit.
It will support 8K graphics.
As it should.
I'm not seeing it in this article right now. It's a pretty long article. Let me see. Nope, not seeing a price point in this article, but from a previous rumor like a day ago, they were saying $500 was the asking price. And there was also some like speculated games. All this shit right now I'm saying is speculated, but they had Bad Company 3. There was
like
what else is on that list? The Last of Us 2.
Which may be concerning. Is like, are they going to wait for PS5 to drop Last of Us 2?
I don't think they're
I
going
don't
to
think
wait.
they're going to. They're probably doing remaster. They're doing a remaster version of something else too. I think. What was it? I can't remember. Shit. It was a game, but it's going to be a remaster.
Days Gone, I think.
Days Gone. They're going to remaster that. So. Yeah. Grand Theft Auto 6 exclusively for PlayStation for the first month, which is really dope.
Again, rumors.
But it's all rumors, So I don't know. I mean, I think. Well, of course. Regardless, I'm going to buy a PlayStation 5 when it comes out. But 2 terabyte hard drive, cool. Solid state drive, love that. I mean, that's pretty much the only true specs that we can really know because we don't know if it's going to be a discless.
It won't be, from what I've seen.
So it won't be discless? It's gonna still okay, so it's going to be still with the discs. And $500. I mean... It doesn't surprise me because PlayStation 3 was $600 when it first dropped or something like that.
Yeah, the 20 gig model.
Yeah,
but everybody was like, "Book that."
Exactly. So if I'm gonna get a 2 terabyte solid state drive console, and they give me some great games out the gate at launch with it that aren't remastered, but some really like good exclusives that are okay. This is PlayStation 5. Yeah, I might spring the $500 for it, but I want to know more about it. And I want to make sure this is 100%. Like PlayStation can retweet something, but I want them to say, yo, PlayStation 5, like an original tweet from the PlayStation 5, it's this, price point coming 2020, or more details next year, something like that. So when they say that, then I'll get really excited. Because from now, what I see is still like a rumor. It's just them probably like playing along with it. Or like, yeah, maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But, here's some information.
Right.
To get everybody talking. Because now everybody's talking about it.
Yeah.
So PlayStation knew what they were doing just by doing that little retweet.
And 2020 was the rumor. Also, I'm not finding that in the article that they tweeted. 2020 and the backwards compatibility I'm not seeing in the article that I'm looking. Actually, yes, I am. Yeah. So, yeah, backwards compatible, I would say pretty much confirmed.
Yeah.
And the people in the chat are saying the same thing that I was thinking when I read it. But 8K for $500 does not make sense to me. It does not compute.
Yeah.
For one, nobody has 8K sets. I mean, very few people have 8K sets. I'm very skeptical about even the human eye being able to pick up 8K? Or being able to tell the difference between 4 and 8K.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I think the reason why they're saying 8K because one, of course, 8K just sounds, oh my god, 8K, and then I think with the Google Stadia thing, because they're going to be ramming up to 8K as well.
Yeah.
PlayStation wants to be able to capitalize and also be able to do that with their console. But like I said, like nobody can like physically see the difference between 8K and 4K. I don't think at this point anyway. And like I don't have a 4K TV. I don't know many people who have a 4K TV, and it's not gonna make me want to go out and I don't even know who sells 8K TVs regularly. Like I can go to the store and buy. You know,
I bet
it's
the
like
bitches cost 8K.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, who needs that much to see a little bit better? Like, honestly, the quality isn't that much of a difference. You know, nigga, who?
I am broke.
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay, but I ain't about to spend that much money on the damn TVs just so it can look a little better.
Yeah, I'm 8K broke.
Like shit. Like I just need to be able to see what's going on. I don't need to see it in super mega high resolution. I don't need to see a nigga's like pores and shit. I don't need to see that. Like, come on.
Shit, we can already see their pores with
Exactly.
4K,
Like,
1080p, whatever.
Like, what else can you show us?
In my house with me.
They better materialize in that bitch. Like for that much money. So
I guess if your screen is like 100 inches or something like that, then
Yeah.
you know 8K is like, okay, I need that.
right.
But yeah, man, that price point. I don't think there's many computers, and I'm sure the PC people are gonna correct me. I don't think you can get like hardware to make your PC run 8K shit efficiently. I don't think.
And
so.
then thinking about trying to render that shit too. Like let's say like for people who do like Let's Plays and gameplays, like I don't know what kind of setup system is gonna try to render 8K for you to be able to put out videos of that level. No system's gonna be able to do that shit.
No, just
so it's gonna be pretty much a useless thing. Like it sounds good, but I would just be like, yo, it does 4K and kept it at that. 4K with 8K capabilities, but like really don't like just say, yeah, it could do 8K when the time comes, but let's focus on it doing what we can offer now, which is 4K. Like
Right.
you know, bundle it with a good 4K system because 4K is fine.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm wondering if it's native, like the games are going to be native 8K. And
I don't think so.
That also makes me think.
I don't think so. Because
How
games
big
would
are
be
these
massive.
fucking games
No,
going to be?
the download time for them games would be
1,000 hours.
1,000 hours. You ain't playing that bitch for a week at all. Still downloading?
God.
Yup, day 4. Shit.
Man.
Like honestly, like I don't think maybe though like you can if it's still gonna be a disc or even if you download it from the store, it'll be like a patch that'll bump it up. But even still, that's gonna take forever to download.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how they're gonna do it. Maybe the system that they got in place because we still don't know when it's gonna drop. Maybe they have something built into the PlayStation that can like handle that.
The rumors say 2020.
I mean,
uh,
I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna still buy it regardless, but like, I'm not even caring about. Like, I care more about the 2 terabytes, and that better be the base model, 2 terabytes.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. That
So
would make
if it's
sense.
base model 2 terabytes, that's a lot of space already built in. Plenty of space for games, and then I'm pretty sure if it goes to a higher level, you get 5 terabyte, maybe a 10 terabyte model, which will probably cost you $700. But you can get an external hard drive, you know, it's most likely, and then you don't have to worry about that. But like the space and the solid state drive too, because like you don't have to worry about you know fans and all all that stuff, and then just the hard drive itself. Like it's gonna run a lot smoother and faster just with a solid state drive in there.
You just mentioned that. Do you think, like, not do you think, does your PS4 run loud as fuck?
Sometimes when I'm playing it for a while, you can hear that fan going. Like you can hear it. Like you can hear it. So, and I know that's of course when you play any game system or just like a computer with a regular hard drive in it, it's got to like try to cool down. So, yeah, but it does run loud at times. So that's why I'm happy that they're gonna put an SSD in there because that eliminates that for the most part.
Bro, I'm telling you, like when I play Horizon Zero Dawn, my PS4 is like relatively quiet.
Yeah.
Anytime I play Division, that bitch can get to the loading screen.
Yep.
And I got
should
a
be
Pro.
going,
I'm like, what the fuck? But anyway, so you saying if the games look good, you'll buy it on launch if it's not just like remasters and shit?
Yeah, if we get some good games at launch, price point. I gotta know more. So yeah, what they telling me right now, I'm not caring about the 8K, but 2 terabyte solid state drive, that's a good start. I want to know what else they got, or what else. If it's backwards compatibility, that's really good too, because we love our backwards compatibility and we need that shit. That way I ain't gotta buy brand new games, or instead of getting a remastered version, I can just keep what I have. So yeah, but most likely I'll buy it at launch. If it looks good enough, I'll buy it at launch because I got to.
Horizon Zero Dawn 2 if they announced that,
hell yeah.
like on launch.
Fuck. You think I'm playing?
So you love it like B?
Yeah, I want to. I can't wait. I know they're gonna make a second one because they lead into it at some point in the game. You can kind of just see they're sprinkling little seeds of there could be a second game. So if they say Horizon Zero Dawn 2 for PlayStation 5 on launch, I'm in. I'm like, yep, doing that shit. So
I was never a console launch purchaser. Like I'm always waiting that first year or so because ever since like I'm trying to think of the last time games were like good on launch. Maybe PS2, GameCube, Xbox era.
Well, honestly, what have I bought on launch? Actually, the only thing I bought on launch is a Switch. I've usually waited. Like for my PlayStation 4, I waited. PS3, I waited. Wii U, I waited. Yeah, so launch, the only console I bought on launch was a Switch because I just had to have a Switch. Because I was just like, yo, I got to get this goddamn system.
Because it itself was so dope?
Yeah, it was so dope. Now, PlayStation 5, it has to really sell me on some things for me to get it at launch. I will, but if I feel like it's not giving me enough, then I'll wait. Yeah. Because usually when a new console comes out, they're still working on the lifespan of the previous console. So there's still games and stuff like that that'll still be coming out for PS4. You know, they're not going to just completely kill the PS4. It's usually a slow transition. So if PS5 offers me enough, I'll get it at launch. If not, I'll give it a couple months and then, or at least until the first big release that I'm really looking forward to getting is announced and launches, and then I'll get it then.
Do you trade in your old consoles when you get a new one?
Yeah. Well, either I trade them in or I just sell them to somebody directly. Yeah, but it ain't gonna be because GameStop about to die. Ain't gonna be no trade. Sell that bitch to somebody else. But yeah, usually if I feel like the lifespan of the system, I'm done with it, then yeah, I'll just sell it off. Like when I got my Wii U, like I knew I was done with the Wii U.
That shit was DOA.
Yeah, it was DOA anyway. It was still good, but it was
It has
DOA.
Smash, you know, it has some stuff, but it all came to the Switch
but
anyway.
once Switch was announced, I was already like, yep, getting rid of the Wii U. Because there was no reason. Because first of all, there was no reason. There was nothing linking to it anyway. It would just been a dead console. So I'm like, yep, I'm done. So
yeah, at least you get to keep your PS4 games.
oh yeah, good job, PlayStation. Good job. Thank you.
You mentioned Stadia. I think Stadia is going to be fine with their 8K claims. I still feel like it's, you know, not really necessary for the common household or whatever. But, I don't know. I think it's going to be able to. I mean, I don't know, man. We got to see if it's successful or not.
Yeah, we got to see if this thing even going to work. Like, I want to just see how it works in general, and then we can talk about 8K, because they're just claiming that it's going to be the console killer. It's going to be that shit. Everybody's going to want Google Stadia. You're not going to want to buy a PlayStation 5 or a Xbox 2 or whatever they're going to call it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, let's see. I just want to see. Because honestly, I want to see how Doom Eternal runs, because that's going to be a very processor and graphics intensive game in general, and the speed that it's got to run that I know Doom can run. So if I want to see how Doom Eternal runs on that, because I'm going to buy it for the console, but I'm also going to try Stadia with it. That's what I'm going to use as my benchmark test. Because if Stadia runs flawlessly with Doom Eternal and it runs like the first Doom ran, then I might be able to be like, okay, they might have something.
Man. So, do you think there's going to be a PS6 or an Xbox 3, parentheses, fucking 4, or whatever, like 5, I guess?
Xbox next.
Xbox.
Xbox digital. No. I don't know. Because if PS5 comes out, the life cycle of a game system is what? 6 to what? How many years?
About 6, 7.
Six,
The
seven.
last generation was kind of long, but yeah.
6 or 7 years usually. So by that time, I don't think we're gonna need console. I think PlayStation's, or they're gonna start working on their transition into a digital space. Maybe they'll come up with a physical console of some sort, but it's gonna most likely be something that you would have to stream or connect or some way. But you won't have that disc. You won't have that, thing. Because I'm pretty sure at some point, Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo are going to have to transition into that all digital space at some point. Because it's going to be, especially if Stadia takes off.
If Stadia doesn't take off, do you still think they would need to?
No. If Stadia doesn't work, then they don't need to make. They can keep making consoles.
Because I mean, that Switch.
It all hinges on if Stadia is a huge success. If Stadia is a out the park success, and it just shows that consoles are going to be obsolete 100%, then they're going to have to make a transition. But if it fails, they got another 2 consoles in them at least. Because if that fails, if Google failed it, somebody's going to try to also do it behind them. But not many people can be able to do what Google is claiming they can do, because Google has those servers and they have that processing power built in. But not every place has that. Maybe Microsoft, but not every place has that level where they can make those same claims and then make it work. Because if Google can't make it work, other than probably maybe Apple, who's not going to really do that because they got Apple Arcade, there's nobody else really out there that can really do that and have a name behind them that the people can like really think that they can accomplish it. That I think.
So as far as gaming online, let's say we have a PlayStation app, right, on your phone or whatever. You're on your road trip. There's no more PlayStation portables, obviously. There aren't any more now. But you would just open an app. You already bought your game from the PlayStation store, just like, I don't know, an app store or the Google Play Store or whatever, and you just play it like that, you think?
Yeah, I think what they'll probably do is they'll just turn their apps, their PlayStation app or the Xbox app or whatever it is, and they would make that, or they would make it probably a different app just to make it a different app, but a streaming app. And they'd be like, okay, here's your, just like with your PlayStation, you have your digital library on your PlayStation, it would just be on your account. And you just pull it up, and then you would have your own controller. You can still get the PlayStation controllers that they'll use.
Necessary.
You can either USB plug it into your computer or use a wireless Bluetooth, whatever they want to do. And then you can play it on your laptop. You can play it just like Stadia says they can do. So you can just do it there, but it'll be PlayStation centered. You'll still be able to keep your PSN name and get your trophies. It's just the physical console will be just eliminated out of the equation.
The thing about that for me is that storage space, because if you can't play your PlayStation or your Xbox or your Nintendo without an internet connection, I feel like the entire internet infrastructure would have to drastically just change to be always online. Yeah. Because I remember when on the Xbox like 360, if you were offline, you could only access the trial version of your arcade games, and that was some bullshit.
Damn.
And that was the same case it almost was the same case on the Xbox One. Overall, they were like, you need to be online to play our shit. And you got to have your Kinect connected. Deal with it. But, of course, they had to back off of that shit because the internet exists. Thank God for that. Got to tell them they were crazy. But that always online thing is the thing that holds me back from thinking streaming is like the entire future and is going to replace the possibility of a PS6 or a Nintendo Switch U or whatever the fuck they got. I hope they don't choose that name.
Probably. The Switcheroo.
But yeah, that's.
I mean, man, like honestly, we still got a long ways to go before that transition even fully takes shape. But if it's an always online thing, either they're gonna already have an infrastructure in place where it's easy to always be online, because pretty much we're always on. Even having our phones, we're always online. Like we're not gaming online. We're not gaming online, but we're always online in some form or shape. So they just have to find a way to move that into the gaming space. Now, we still need some kind of device to, of course, play the game on, whether it's your phone, tablet, computer. So, in that reason, we need to find a way. And who knows? They could probably integrate something in the controller, like a little Wi-Fi chip. And hey, boom, hit a button, it connects to your thing, and not only are you playing the game, but you're also online. They can come up with shit like that. So they'll come up with a way to make it easier to always be online, because I think the main component is online capability, playing with your friends online. That's where everything is shifting to. Everybody's got to be connected in some way, shape, or form. That's what everybody wants to do with this whole gaming shit now.
Yeah. Shout out to VJ Dark World in the chat right now. He just said exactly what I was just now thinking. I don't think that like serious gamers are going to be able to just, I mean, again, like I said, the entire internet infrastructure would have to change because, of course, we live in a metro area, Dead End Studios in Atlanta, Georgia, where we can just, play, Fortnite and shit, right?
Yeah.
Or, just little fighting games or whatever on our phones. But that serious Twitch shooter, like, I don't know, just shit on a 5G network we'll be able to do by 20 whatever the fuck after the PS5 is out. But I don't know. I just think Stadia might just appeal to that casual audience who wants to play single player, or they're just not trying to compete like that. I just don't know right now.
I mean, it might, most likely it will be, because like honestly, with Stadia, I think they're shooting for that casual gaming audience. They're shooting to make it easier for the casual gamer to want to play a game, because serious hardcore gamers, they know what goes into having that proper game set up. If you want to play online or even offline, and being able to just be dedicated to playing video games. And most people, kids these days, they want to play phone. They want to play on the phone, on the tablet anyway. Right. So Google Stadia is like, okay, well, here's a controller, and now you can play this game or that game. You can play Fortnite, or you can play whatever it is while you're in the car on the road trip, or blah blah blah, and this and that. So they want to get that convenience factor, which is smart, because most like the dedicated video game audience isn't as big as most people make it seem, because it's like it's big, but it's not like, if you get the casual market who really just who seldomly play games, on top of just getting the hardcore gamers, of course you're going to make a lot more money than just those hardcore gamers, because a hardcore gamer is only going to buy a console, your console once, or your service once, because that's all they need it for. But if you can get those casual people who don't even really play games and just say, oh, well, this looks easy and fun, I'm going to get it for my kid, or I'm going to get it for me, because all I got to do is just like buy this controller and I can play it wherever. Okay, that's easy. I don't have to buy a system. I don't have to go buy physical games every time. Yeah, let me do that. So it'll be easier for those parents or those people who are just like want to make it easy on themselves and their kids, and probably lighter on their wallet, because I don't know how much the service is going to cost, but if it's just rolled into an internet package, or something that's like $10 or $20 extra, that's a very affordable alternative than buying a $300-$400 console and then buying $60 games every month or every 2 weeks, or however many games come out, because those things add up. So we'll see. I guess we'll just have to see.
Also, that just reminded me, because I was going to ask you about pricing and how Sony could possibly pay for the servers. I heard, again, in a rumor, that if the PS5 does cost the $500, they will be producing them at $100 deficit. So, Kevin's giving me a look right now. But that, again, rumor shit, that's what I heard. But what I was going to ask you was, how would Sony compete with a company like Microsoft and Google when it comes to service? Do you think they could partner with somebody big like Amazon and just be like, yo, let me piggyback on you?
They might have to, because Sony doesn't have that type of infrastructure that Microsoft and Google has. Like, Microsoft and Google are PC companies. They are, they have the servers and stuff like that to be able to do that. So Microsoft's not sweating making that transition. Google, of course, isn't sweating. Yeah. PlayStation, they do have to partner with somebody, because they can't just build a internet server system overnight that's going to rival Microsoft, or, and I don't think they're going to partner with Apple. Because Apple's got that's not gonna happen.
Apple ain't gonna partner with them.
Yeah, Apple ain't gonna partner with them.
But Sony's they keep it. They keep their cards close to their chest too.
Close to their chest. So there's really nothing they can do but maybe Amazon, or just try to just hold on for as long as they can to what they have, and hopefully their fan base sticks with it. Like, whatever PlayStation does, if they make a new console, I'll buy it. If they want to go and try out a streaming service, I'll give it a shot if it's done. Like, PS Now didn't work out too well for me. Yeah. I wasn't really a fan of that, but I think that was like their test run. So I think if they do it in more, I think also, like, really everybody's waiting to see what Google Stadia does, because they're going to be that guinea pig. They're going to be that one that's first out to really see if this works, and they're going to know what the positives and negatives are. They're going to know what works and what doesn't work. So when they come behind Google Stadia, they're going to already know what not to do and what they should do. So everybody's just sitting there waiting for Google Stadia to either fuck up or fly.
That's real.
So that's what it is. So everybody's just holding, like you said, holding their cards to their chest, like, okay, let's just see what they do, and then we'll know what to do after that.
You know what? I don't know if this got into the Super Stadia talk, bro. But I saw the presentation of Stadia initially, and they never showed Apple products. They were never like, you could play it on your iPhone. They were like, here's a Google Pixel. Like, they were never like, hey, you could play it on your MacBook or whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming you can, and maybe they just didn't want to show off those products.
Technically, Google is a competitor to Apple, so they don't got to show.
Right, but it's like, what if they actually don't make it accessible to those platforms? Because that would be a shot in the foot.
That's stupid. Very stupid, because a lot of people have Apple products whether it's iPad, iPhone, MacBooks, regular just home computers, like apple trees. Yeah.
What's an apple tree?
Apple trees. Apple tree. I'm going with him too. Apple trees. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yep, that too. They probably just. I'm like, what the fuck?
About to have a sounded crazy.
For a second, I was like, wait. I was like, yeah. Like, wait a minute. And then I was like, wait a minute. Apple trees. I was just rolling. He just piggybacked off that shit.
Adam and Eve.
He doing it so smooth too. I was like, yup, that too. I thought he said some real. Like, ain't no apple trees, nigga. Apple juice. Apple cider. So yeah. So I think I didn't. I was on the roll. I was going.
Slip it in there.
Kevin knows what's he got his ear to the streets. Nah, but they have to be able to let Apple products be able to be integrated with this stuff if they want to really sustain themselves, because not everybody's gonna have a Google Pixel or just an Android. Even though like I have Android phone, you have Android phone, but everybody does that. Like the general casual consumer base is mostly leaning toward, especially younger markets, younger artists.
You called y'all kids.
Yeah, you kids.
You called y'all casual.
Kids in your iPhones.
I didn't say shit.
No, casual kid iPhone havers now. But no, honestly, like more, I see more people with Apple products, either an iPhone or with a computer. Or college students, they want a MacBook. They want to have that Apple product because it's cool or it's the thing to have. It's what you're supposed to have. So
That's how you get the hose with.
yeah. Yeah, chicks don't want. Yeah, like they don't like. Oh, you gotta. What's that? Acer? You ain't getting no hoes with an Acer, nigga.
You act like I walk around the club with my laptop. Like, what up, girl? What you drinking tonight?
So
Is that knockoff MacBook?
I'm saying,
The worst when you see people put
I don't see no Apple on that computer.
Put the Apple stickers on non-Apple computers.
Right.
Oh,
You gotta play it off. Right.
Stop.
Make you look broke.
Yeah.
It's not a word, but that's how you make you look.
Put a damn Nike check on my shoe.
Exactly. So so when it comes to the whole integrating Google Stadia, they gotta make sure that they can, and I'm pretty sure they will. That would
I'm pretty sure they will
Yeah.
too. They be real dumb.
They say if it's a digital device with a screen, you should be able to link up. To
That's
it.
what they said, right?
Yeah. So we'll see.
That was our random ass Stadia topic. I don't know how we got there. It was my fault. But
I really don't believe in Stadia, bro. I believe in like what it represents, but we're not at that level of internet yet. 1, 2, it'll look great for parents because like he was saying, all guys like we already pay for internet, so I just gotta buy controller from the internet. Like it's gonna sell.
Yeah.
It's up to the part. We're not up to Stadia's level though.
we'll see. All right. Next topic. Rough transition. Are games too easy?
No. What do you mean? Like,
Are games too easy?
What specific
currently, in general?
I mean, it depends on the game. There's been some games that have been really difficult that I will play, and there's some games that are just a breeze. But I think more lately, games have been a lot more challenging lately. The games I've been playing have been a little bit more challenging.
When you say lately, since when?
So probably in the the past maybe year or two, I have to say.
Okay.
To me, the games that I've specifically played. But I like games with a challenge, though. So I like games that look like, so like Horizon Zero Dawn is a challenging game. God of War is a challenging game, not only with the combat system, because like with the level I would play, the combat system, but also the puzzles and things like that and figuring things out.
Okay.
And even now, but then when you think about games that are like fighting games, when you're playing story mode or computer, it's not challenging, but the challenge comes from playing other players, other competitors. So that's where you get that challenge. So it really depends on what you're playing. But then there's games like Cuphead, which I love, and it's super challenging. You wouldn't think so, but it's a very difficult game, even just on the regular level, because of the way it's set up and the way that you play it. Mario
Does Cuphead have an easy mode?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I know it has a harder mode than the original mode. So it's the normal mode, which is difficult as all hell, and then it's another mode on top of that. But
Diogen, fact check. We get instant fact checks since we're on Twitch live.
yeah. It does?
Diogen said it does have an easy mode, and so does Dark World.
Oh, but it doesn't let you beat the final boss. See, I wouldn't know that because I don't play easy mode. You know what I'm saying? But I think it just depends on the game you play. But I think there's difficult games out there, but there's also games that are super easy. But it also depends on you as a gamer, like how challenged you are with the game. That's a very, very hard question to ask because it depends on the type of gamer and the type of games that they play.
Have you felt dissatisfaction because the game was too easy?
probably earlier in my life playing games. Like, maybe if I didn't have fun with the game and it just seems like it was, I'm trying to think of a game that's like super easy.
I'm trying to think of one right now too.
I can't think of one that was like super mega easy because I just never, I think it's because I never enjoyed games that I felt like were too easy where I can just like, just breeze through it like that. Like, I've never been a fan of those types of games. Like, it's got to have some kind of challenge for me to want to continue to play because I feel like I have to be able to accomplish something. If I'm just like running through a game and it's like nothing, and I'm not struggling at any point, then I'm like, okay, well, you know, what am I getting out of this game? What sense of accomplishment or satisfaction after I beat that boss or I beat this level or I complete the game will I get if I just felt like it was too damn easy? So, I don't know. For me, I never really experienced a game being too easy for me.
So Deogen threw out Kirby. I think Kirby is easy. Like you're not gonna fall from platforming, which I'm a fan of because I'm horrible at platformers. But I don't know. I played it for Old School Saturday a few months ago, and it was, I don't know, I died once or twice.
I will say, now that I think about it, like, even though he the homie, Yoshi's Woolly World, when I played that, that game was easy.
Yeah.
It was very easy, but it was entertaining. I enjoyed playing it because I just loved the way that it looked and how, like, very unique it was. But in general, the experience was cool, but it was generally an easy game. Like, I did have, like, it's like some small difficulties here and there with some boss battles, but nothing, like, crazy where it was like, oh, my God, this game is hard. So, I think that was probably the most easiest game I've played.
Kirby Superstar of the game, by the way. I like when games like Division, like cooperative games, I like when those are kind of harder because it forces you to communicate and strategize and all that shit. Because when you play Division 2 and all y'all just running around and you don't even like, I want to be like, help, nigga, help. Or I just saved your ass. You know, I want to be like that.
Exactly.
So I like when games like that are like fairly challenging. But games are easier now than they used to be, but that's because they used to be arcade ports and they used to just want your goddamn quarters.
Exactly.
And that's what it was. Just like,
I agree with that. Definitely. Like, overall, games now are easier because you have checkpoints and save spots and all that stuff. Like back then, you died, you go back to the beginning. You completely die, you lose all your lives, you go back to the beginning of the game. There was no save points or checkpoints. Like, and I think that's why I enjoy more difficult games because I grew up playing those games that were so difficult. Even on the consoles, like, you know, Mario, Sonic, you know, Mega Man, all these games that, like, you really had to, you know, go through that game and make sure that you were on point because if you died, you know what was at risk. It wasn't like, oh, if I die, I'm going to just start back here. And I'm not going to lie, I love checkpoints. Checkpoints are cool. Like, you die, you back to where you was just, you had that same fight like that. You know, it's easy, you know, but, you know, that's the easy part of it, that you just have that luxury to be able to just say, hey, I'm going to die here and start back at this point. There's no consequence. That consequence has been eliminated. So that's what it is. That's the ease of it.
Man, when I'm telling you the sense of satisfaction you get when you do beat a hard game, like, if y'all saw my Old School Saturday, I'm telling you, Mega Man had me in my goddamn feelings. I was just like, I can't do it. I was just like, I'm gonna get it. Like, and I was breezing through the whole game. Again, I know it like the back of my hand. And then I get to this final fight because I normally pick up an armor. It doesn't heal you, but, you know, it has a super attack. And I didn't have that armor this play or whatever. And also, Zero, I like playing with Zero. There's some RNG factor in the game where Zero could live or he could become evil and you won't be able to play with him again. So this was a run through where I wasn't able to play with him again. I had this little, like, weaker armor and shit. And I'm just stressing. It's hot and shit. You know, my cat fucking with me. And I'm just staring. I'm looking like I legit was looking like Beezy during the RE2 speed run. like legit. I was like, damn. And as soon as I beat it, you just see me lean back. He was like, oh, and they're like, you good, Chief? I was like, like, you just had to let out a primal scream. Like, I did it. Like, I climbed the goddamn mountain. Like, I did that shit. But if it was easy, I wouldn't have felt that. You know what I mean? It would just been like, all right, it's just, that was Old School Saturday, everybody. See y'all later.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's cool as shit. But I think games are easier now, but I don't think they're too easy in general. Like, I think developers want you to see the end of their games. They want you to see the levels they created. Like if you're playing Battletoads or whatever, you're not getting to level 5 or some shit. If you're playing that shit on Super Nintendo, especially on co-op, you're just not getting past the motorbike shit. And you're just like, all right,
fuck it.
I guess I won't know what the end looks like. And then when you used to beat them shits, congratulations, you beat the game. And then the bitch go back to press start.
Like, exactly, it ain't nothing. It's no like real, you get a little digital screenshot of them like looking at a sunset and some bullshit. I'm like, nigga, all this stressful shit for that,
man.
You be pissed. I'm like, yo.
Imagine if the fucking Last of Us ended like that.
I'd be so hot. I'd be like,
congratulations.
Congratulations, you just beat The Last of Us 2. Here's Ellie looking at a sunset.
Oh my god.
I'd be like, yo, for real?
That shit. Oh man, don't even get. I just thought about Ghouls and Goblins or Ghosts and Goblins or whatever. The game you play is the Little Red Knight, Arthur. You beat that game, and you have to beat it again to get the true ending. Like that's some bullshit. Like that's some bullshit.
It was like that with Streets of Rage. Like if you beat it a certain way, I forget which one, but if you don't stop the bomb from exploding, then it's a different ending. So, like, yeah, you'll get the ending, but you won't get the true ending. So you got to go all the way back and beat the game all over again, just because it's like, you can't just go back to that one boss. So you beat the game, you go back and play it again to get the true ending. So it's like, fuck. Like,
yeah, and old games would do that. I'm thinking about Final Fight 3 and Turtles in Time. They would be like, okay, now try the hard difficulty.
Yeah.
And then once you beat the hard difficulty, it's just like, oh, it's a picture of the Ninja Turtles on a blimp now.
Yeah.
So I guess that's cool.
Like, you could have gave me like a cutscene or something.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Like, oh damn, well,
I guess right,
oh,
right,
damn.
exactly.
All right, well, here go a picture.
It's like, yeah.
Thanks for the $250.
Here's an image, right? Oh, man, when I finished Metal Slug, I'm like, how much money did I put into this game?
Man.
It ended up being like $11. I would have spent at the arcade if I played that shit there.
God damn.
Also, the internet is kind of like a cheat code because back then when older games come out, there wasn't internet. You just figuring shit out.
Yeah.
Now if you stuck, you can just go on YouTube.
Just Google
Trust
it.
me,
exactly.
bro.
You can just Google it and then be like, or watch on YouTube and boom, there you go.
I'm telling you, Dragon Age Inquisition, they had these constellation puzzles. I'm like, I ain't figuring this shit out. YouTube, nigga. Like, I'm trying to fight again. Like,
that's not even the game's fault, but
it's not.
It technically makes them easier.
Yeah. So sorry, y'all. Yeah, I use YouTube as a resource sometimes.
We be cheating out here.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Like, I try my hardest not to do it. I think I've done it. I think I did it one time. I forget what game, but I did it one time because I was doing a playthrough, and it was just taking so long. And it was this point where my playthrough was like just like 40 minutes of dead silence and me trying to figure some shit
you
out.
Need that PS5 hard drive?
I'm just sitting there like, motherfucker, what is this fucking, how do I get past it? I said, fuck it. I just went on YouTube and just said, how do I get past this shit so I can keep the goddamn playthrough? Because I was getting worn down and I had to keep doing commentary and I was just over the game. So I was like, fuck this shit. I forget what game it was too.
Man, basically, dog, like you got kids. I work 40 hours. I stream a lot and, you know, I got responsibilities. It don't sound like it, but I do. And I ain't got time for that shit, bro. My hours are very valuable. So I'm not trying to finagle all these little stars around. I'm just like, fuck it. YouTube. All right, next. But anyway, speaking of next, so Kevin, our lovely producer that you guys love so much, also known as Bloodbath, also known as himself in the third person. Kevin's going to give us two games. We have no prior knowledge of what these two games are. We have to argue which game is better. It don't matter what game he gives us.
We don't even know what the game is, so like we cannot even really care about this game, and we gotta ride or die for it anyway.
Yeah, if he gives me Barbie Pony Adventure versus Halo 3, I gotta argue that bitch.
Yo. But you can pick your own outfit.
Hey.
And the houses.
But you can brush them, nigga. Bet you can't do that in Halo. Can you brush a horse? Horses ain't even in that motherfucker. But anyway.
You're right.
Anyway. What you got, Kev?
Two games. Perfect Dark and GoldenEye.
They're so similar.
That's so similar, fam.
GoldenEye.
I want to GoldenEye.
Choose this first, nigga.
Shit.
Yeah.
Damn, I ain't played Perfect Dark that much.
GoldenEye. All right.
Fuck.
There would be no Perfect Dark without GoldenEye.
I agree.
Where the slideshow presentation at?
I agree.
The couch is
I agree
empty.
on that. But Perfect Dark have better weapons, nigga. What you got to say about that?
But you can't use a hat as a weapon in Perfect Dark.
Yeah, but you can
Is this really the future?
You can use like a laptop.
I think I won. Like this Acer right here.
Nigga,
hey, girl, what up?
Acer. But Perfect Dark's got a cooler name, nigga. Like
There's
Perfect
nothing
Dark.
cooler than 007. Your daddy know what 007 is.
GoldenEye, Perfect Dark.
I love gold. You call me gold member around this
Yo,
bitch.
you know how perfect you got to be to fuck up shit in the dark, nigga? Come on. Nigga, GoldenEye, that's not even a real eye color, nigga. Like, that's some fake shit. Artificial
It's
is what
interesting,
it is.
though.
Like,
It's
GoldenEye.
interesting. Dark doesn't even have qualities. It either is or it ain't.
Nigga.
You know what, though? Let me flip that, dog. I'm perfectly dark. Anyway.
See? It's a pro-black game. How many niggas was in GoldenEye? How many niggas was in GoldenEye? Not one. Not one.
Are there any niggas in?
I don't know. But it's in the title. Perfect Dark. It's in the dark. That's one. See? Boom. One. We got one.
Wouldn't I don't remember anybody talking about playing multiplayer on Perfect Dark at all.
Right. But
I know they do, obviously. But every time you hear about, multiplayer first-person shooters, 007 comes up.
I mean, yeah, because it kind of coined it in a way. So, like, you ain't got no choice. But Perfect Dark had, like, the more fuckery up in there. You could do some more crazy shit. And, yeah, see?
Like Mexicans?
No, like aliens, nigga. Like illegals. Nigga.
Donald Trump. Sad. All right. But still, though.
Perfect Dark had a sequel.
There's so many 007
Nigga,
games.
they didn't have a GoldenEye 2.
They did have a
It was-
GoldenEye 2. It was,
No,
called,
not a
it was called
legitimate
Rogue Agent.
No, that's not
It's for
GoldenEye
GameCube.
2. It's gotta
It's
say
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye 2.
No.
It's gotta say GoldenEye 2, nigga.
Well,
You can't say Rogue Agent.
Perfect Dark was called Perfect Dark Zero, so they went backwards. And it was a 360 exclusive,
It's
and you
still
mad.
in the shit.
No.
It's still in the title.
No.
I want to hear GoldenEye 0 or GoldenEye.
You know why they had the zero?
GoldenEye.
Because they was like, oh, they got 1 0. Let me take one of them. Now we
Nigga,
Perfect
fuck
Dark
it.
0.
Yo, I want to hear like GoldenEye astigmatism or some shit. Like, they gotta have that bitch in the title.
GoldenEye Cataracts.
Yo.
Oh, my God.
Yo. So, yeah. Perfect Dark.
GoldenEye's a classic, man. Perfect Dark is also a classic, but it's like Perfect Dark is that King of Fighters to the Street Fighter. It's great in its own way,
It's
but
great in its own way.
it's secondary,
I get
man.
that.
It's secondary. But
It's got
also,
its charm.
but also, yes, the Perfect Dark Secret was a 360 exclusive. What do you have to say to that?
I mean, I didn't play it. I'm just saying it existed, nigga.
It existed.
A legitimate sequel existed.
A legitimate sequel.
And honestly,
007 Rogue
think
Agent.
about 007. After GoldenEye, it started to kind of go downhill.
Nah.
Minus a couple games here and there.
Nightfire.
Nightfire
Agent
was
Under
fire.
Fire.
No, yeah. Look. I will say this.
Everything or nothing.
Driving that car around, that shit was
I
fire.
gave you 3, bro.
I played them too, but I'm saying eventually it hit like a slope.
You shouldn't even brought that up. Nah.
Like, nah.
I gave you 3 dope ass
Nightfire
games.
was Agent of Fire. I'll give you that.
Everything or
Nightfire-
nothing. Everything or nothing had Maya in it. It was third person. You could ride a motorcycle.
We talking first person joints. We ain't talking.
Oh,
first
are
person.
we now?
Yeah, let's talk first person because that's what Perfect Dark is.
You brought up sequels.
I'm just saying, like, first person sequels. It it waned it down a little bit.
Nightfire is nice. So is Agent Under Fire.
It's it had its charm. I like the car shit on those games though. I like shooting rockets at motherfuckers.
True.
That was fire.
I don't think that's in Perfect Dark.
No, it ain't. You can't see shit. How you gonna drive? You can't see shit.
Turn on them headlights, cuz. Turn on them headlights. All right, man. Sounds like I won.
You won. That was unfair. That was mad unfair. You know goddamn well we love. You said GoldenEye Perfect Dark. That was a losing effort already.
good. We good.
Do better next time.
I have a backup if necessary.
No.
He already won. No,
Right,
I won.
yeah.
I won.
Stop.
He's already dead.
All right. So next up is the questions. I just got to find out who asked what. Granddad, talk a little bit while I grab these, please.
So what we doing, y'all? Like, y'all want to know how many hours I'm at?
All right, I got him.
Wow. Wow.
Filled up that day there.
Damn, nigga. You will never
good.
know. Now you will never know.
Yeah.
Blame Eric V.
We don't know what he was about to say, man. Find out next time.
Cliffhanger.
Or you can stay for the post show after the show.
Nah, I ain't
if
gonna
you
say
on-
that shit. He cut me off.
if you
I'm
on
good now.
Twitch.
Y'all ain't gonna never know. I'll tell y'all when I'm fucking ready.
Man. I'm the only one that got the power to shut Granddad up, man. You know I'm special. All right, y'all. Yu-Kun asked us a question, which is, I don't know. I feel some type of way about the question, but I'm going to ask you, Granddad. Is it fair to set expectations for a game? What happens when the product doesn't live up to it?
Then they need to do better next time. No, you don't have expectations for a game. Like, I think more so for sequels that are great, if like the original game comes out and then you got a sequel coming out, expectations are going to automatically be there. So if it doesn't meet up to the expectations, that's on the developer and the creators, because you know if your game was automatically an amazing game, you have to at least make a game just as amazing. You can't, because like you have that responsibility now as a developer, and you know franchises have done it. Like God of War's done it. You know they've always been able to rise to the occasion with their games. You know what else? I'm trying to think of like I even say Halo's done it. Halo's done it. You know when they rise to their occasion. So like when you make a game out the gate that's great, you have to keep that consistency. So when Last of Us 2 comes out, it's got to be just as great as 1 or better. I'm worried that they might not do it, but I think they'll do it.
So you're saying that it is fair to set expectations for a game?
Yeah, of course, because you have to. You're gonna have it naturally anyway.
Yeah,
so, yeah,
and that was pretty much my answer. You set expectations for everything else,
and
like,
it's not. It's just like music, it's movies, anything,
food,
like all that shit.
Like grandma always made that good potato pie.
Right.
I come in expecting more good potato pie. That's
Can't
just what
fuck
it
up
is.
the potato pie. Who eats sweet potato pie or regular potato
Sweet
pie?
potato pie. What the fuck is
You
a
said
regular
potato pie.
What is a regular potato
I
pie?
thought you just said straight potato pie.
I just
I'm
said
like,
potato.
Nigga, who eats that?
But it was implied. It was understood.
No, nigga, you said potato pie. I think he's eating potato pie.
I eat mashed potatoes.
He eating
on
Idaho potato pie.
I eat mashed potatoes on a graham cracker crust. Put some butter on that bitch. It's delicious, y'all. You be like, yo, this nigga's an alien.
This nigga's an alien. But nigga ain't nobody eating potato pie.
But yeah, man. You know, for expectations, we expected in movies or artists that we love. The MCU, we expecting.
Yeah, Endgame gotta be the
to
greatest
that
Marvel
shit.
movie of all time. If it ain't, I'm mad.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially if you killed half the motherfuckers. You better rise to the occasion.
So what happens if the product doesn't live up to it? I ain't gonna
Just
lie,
disappointment.
bitch.
It's disappointment. And you like, hey, like either you feel some type of way, you feel let down, and you'll probably give them another shot because the first one was so great. Maybe they had a bad run. But if they fuck up again after that, then it's a wrap.
Yeah.
So you get one time to fuck up, and then after that, you
Just one?
Just one. It depends, but
I don't know, man.
I give them just one.
I can think of a lot of series that had their little fuck up here.
Well, I say it like this: if the first movie, album, game is amazing,
Right.
and then you come out with something that's completely
Yeah,
garbage,
yeah.
then you gotta
you
do
on that.
good. If
I
you
feel
come
you
out
on
with
that.
two garbage things in a row,
Yeah.
then you're done. But if you come up with something that's okay, I'll give you a pass and I'll wait for the next one.
What I was thinking about was like God of War because it had 1, 2, and 3 all good, and then Ascension was kind of like Gears
Yeah,
of War
Ascension
1,
was
2, and 3, and then you had
Yeah.
Judgment,
But
which
see,
is
Ascension, like for some reason, I feel like Ascension was like, I don't know why. For some reason, for me, I know it was a legitimate game in the series, but I felt like they didn't put their all into that game. I felt like they were just kind of like just milking that God of War franchise for one last time to get it out because they really had no story left after that. Really,
Yeah.
it was like a really bare bones story compared to the first three. So,
But even Devil May Cry, first game was good, second game was but 3 was dope, 4 was cool, DMC was I like it.
and sometimes
5 is crazy.
that needs to happen with developers. They'll make a game and then they'll kind of like fill themselves and they won't put their all in the next game, and then they get shat on about it, and then it takes them back to the drawing board to do better. So sometimes it's the best motivator.
Yeah,
So,
man. Example, Street Fighter. First one, nobody was touching that shit.
Exactly.
Second one, revolutionary.
yeah, I'll give you that. I'm going to leave it there.
Let's see. Next question comes from Saint Dementia. With the recent trend of companies reining in microtransactions, either because of player outcry or actual government intervention, and with EA even touting the new Star Wars game as not having any as a selling point, do you see microtransactions becoming lesser in games or just changing forms?
I'm not a fan of microtransactions in the first place, so the less, the better. So I don't know. I just think, for me, I think it's like if you buy a game, if you pay the $60 for the game, like they shouldn't try to nickel and dime you for more and more things, like every chance they get. Like honestly, like you buy the game, everything else should come with it, unless it's like a legitimate like DLC that's an offshoot of it's like pretty much a secondary game. Then I can see you wanting to charge for that. But anything else, you're just trying to get into people's pockets, and I've never been a fan of that.
So do you think we'll see less microtransactions
I think
now?
so. The more outcry, the less it's going to be, because people are already. Matter of fact, any game that says they're going to have microtransactions or even hints that, the internet goes in. Oh, you're going to have microtransactions, you're going to have loot boxes, all this shit, blah blah blah. They just talk to the point where they're like, okay, maybe we won't do it, or we'll do it, but we'll try to find a way to meet in the middle. Like, I feel like with the outcry that happens more and more with games for this, they're gonna just realize it's not even worth it. Worth the bad PR, the bad feedback before their games come out. Because sometimes that kills the game. That could kill a game. Like the game's gonna be announced. Oh, we're gonna have microtransactions. Oh, I'm not gonna buy it then, or we're not gonna buy it because of that. So
I can't think of what game it is, but I feel like a game has said or a company has said we won't have microtransactions in this game, and it didn't have microtransactions at launch. But eventually,
they put it in there. Eventually, they slid it in there.
Was it Fallout? I don't remember what game it was, but motherfuckers was like, "No, you did, you motherfuckers." Now, again, this is why I love the internet. I love that people are able to have a voice and say this is fucked up, because back in the day, you just had to deal with that shit, or write a letter,
right?
Get your stamp.
That wouldn't even get looked at. Probably they probably throw that shit in the trash. So it's good that you could just hop on Twitter and just say like, at so and so company, this is fucked up. We don't want this. And then have 10,000, 100,000 people agree with it, to the point where now they have to say something or do something about it, or you're not taking care of your fan base, or you're not, or your customer base, is dissatisfied with your product, and you're not doing what you're supposed to do as a company to make them happy. Because at the end of the day, it's still customers that you got to bring in, and you got to have buying your game. So you got to keep them happy. So if they don't like something, they'll let it be known. So yeah, I love the internet too for that, because it's really saved us from a lot of stuff. And even more recently, with Mortal Kombat's a great example. Like when they first revealed the game, there was a lot of things that people were like, we don't like this. Mm-hmm. And the
Mortal Kombat, you said?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 11. They said, we don't like this. We think it should be like this. And they took that to heart and they changed it. Like the dash speeds, the EX button, which was a different input, they made it just one button. Just general things that people were like, we don't like this. We don't think this will be good for the game. They took that to heart. And before the game's even out, they have made crazy improvements to things that are different from the initial first patch of the game. And it's because they're listening to their customer base and they want to keep them happy. And that's why people are so excited about this game, because they're listening to the fans of what they want and what they want to see in the game, for the most part, to a certain extent. But they're being fair. So I think more companies should be more open with the development process of their games leading into the release. If they say, hey, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Oh, you guys don't like this? Okay, well then maybe, what do you like? Okay, so we'll try to integrate that into the game, with the patch or before launch, so everybody's happy when it comes out, so we can get the best game and everybody's just enjoying themselves. So I think games should do that. They should be more open to feedback, and also taking, constructive criticism from their fans to make the games better. Because if it makes the game better at the end, everybody's going to be happy. They're going to make more money, and we're going to want to play the game a lot more. So
yeah,
it's a win-win.
I feel like there aren't less. I don't know. They might be lesser microtransactions, but or fewer, I think is the correct grammatical term. But even if there are fewer, I think that they would find some other way to get money out of people. Like, there's always another way.
They're going to find a way around it. So it's like, okay, no microtransactions. Okay, well, we're going to do this instead. We're going to charge you for this, or we're going to create this. So they're going to find a way to get their money. But everybody's so up in arms about microtransactions, they just have to find a way to divert it from that, or not call it microtransactions and kind of just spin it into something else where it doesn't sound or seem like a microtransaction. But smarter people are going to realize, okay, they're still doing microtransactions. Or
I think the way Devil May Cry 5 did it was pretty good, and the reason I say that is because I forgot the game had microtransactions. It wasn't intrusive. It wasn't, oh, you died too much, you want to buy some shit? It was just like, yo, these are hidden item shop, you got to pay real money for it. But there's no like ads popping up and all that.
Yeah, they're not pressuring you. It's an option there if you want to get it. But like I said, with a game, if I spent $60 on a game, you shouldn't be asking me for more money in the game to progress in the game for some reason. Oh, you want this? Oh, look at this. This is cool. It's going to cost you $5. Like, why do I have to pay $5 more for a game that I spent $60 on? Like, and I'm playing, and I'm trying to enjoy. So now you, what's essentially what cost me $60 is now costing me $100 or $150 over time, which is like, what's the point?
So have you ever bought a microtransaction from a full price game?
No.
Same.
Never. It
Kevin
never
is
will.
also shaking his head. Never will.
Never will.
A Woolly Yoshi costume in Smash Ultimate.
No. Because he the homie. He gonna give it to me free anyway. He gonna be like, yo, I got this hookup. Download code for the homie. And actually, there's already probably one. Nintendo just ain't, probably dropped it,
There is a costume for your avatar.
There's a costume for my avatar. Cool. And there's also a skin. There's a Woolly World skin. So I'm already good. So, see? They already got me.
All right, they bring back the home run joint on Smash Ultimate, and you get to customize the little joint, and you can make it Pac-Man. And you can knock Melon out of the park.
Nah, I'm good. I ain't paying for that shit. Why would I need to pay for that shit when I can just go fight a Pac-Man and knock him out the park?
Ooh, which Pac-Man though? Let's get specific.
The Pac-Man.
The Pac-Man is only
Of the
one.
melon.
There's only one.
There is only one.
Uh-oh. Watch your back. It's a pack attack. Boris. Anyway, next question. We got a new person in Discord, or at least the question. I've never seen this person's name.
Uh-oh.
And I'm about to butcher it. Kun Han Durena asks, what character from a video game are you guys most attached to in sense of emotion? I think the answer's obvious, and I'm pretty sure I agree with you.
What?
Lee Everett?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lee Everett. I would have to say, playing any game, I've got probably the most emotional or direct attachment to a character was him. Like, and it's weird because it's like, I don't get that with video games mostly, but it's just like the way that the game just played out and everything was just like orchestrated with The Walking Dead Season 1. Like, it was hard not to do that, but you can also just identify with Lee in the way, that his character was portrayed. So, yeah, I would say Lee Everett, easy.
Yeah, he's sympathetic. He has to do shit that he doesn't want to do, like most characters in The Walking Dead. But he does what he got to do to protect his own, man. Like, how could you not? And it's a full arc. No spoilers, but it's a full arc.
Yeah. Play Season 1 if you're not. Some good shit.
Yeah. All right. Our last question comes from Koi Kid. He greets us. I like this. He says, hello.
Hello, Koi Kid.
What's up, Koi Kid? He's also in the Twitch chat. You should be too.
You up in there?
Nowadays, online features have gained a lot of importance in video games. Do you guys care about online modes, or do you prefer when a game focuses on the solo mode?
Depends on the game. Fighting games, you got to have online. Easy. I have to have online mode for fighting games, which is standard at this point.
Right.
But games like open world games, I don't need online. Like, I don't need online for God
Uncharted
of War, 4. Horizon Zero Dawn, shit like that. I don't need those games. I don't need that. But like fighting games, has to have it. Maybe if I play more first-person shooters, of course, online. Those games where you pretty much have to play against other people, you need to have that online aspect at the same time. So, yeah.
Power Ranger shit with no goddamn online. I'm still upset about that because I wanted to play it.
The fighting game?
No. You remember we were talking about the beat 'em up? It was 4
Oh,
players,
yeah.
only couch co-op. Y'all niggas are crazy. But I'm with Willie, man. Obviously, for fighting and shooting games, you need that online aspect. For games like Uncharted 4 and Tomb Raider and God of War Ascension that shoehorned in multiplayer, like
It was a couple years where game companies were just
they were,
online just to do it.
they were,
Yeah.
Say they had it.
Right.
And I'm like,
This is Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, you don't
exactly.
need that shit.
I don't need it.
Exactly.
I don't
Why?
need an Assassin's Creed. Stop that shit. But that just reminded me, you saying that Splinter Cell, Double Agent, Pandora Tomorrow, Chaos Theory.
Yeah.
They all had the multiplayer, and those were dope.
Yeah.
And that shit was tense as fuck because it'd just be 2-on-2. I think 2 people could sneak around,
Yeah.
and 2 people are whatever. They got guns and shit. That shit was kind of dope. But Halo, man. I can't talk to y'all without bringing up Halo for some reason. I didn't realize it until I started this shit. But I love Halo because of the campaign off jump. Like I like the multiplayer. The multiplayer is dope. But the campaign is what brought me into Halo. That's what I replay over and over again on Halo 1, 2, 3, or I used to at least, not anymore. Halo 4, 5 didn't have the greatest campaigns. Reach has a dope campaign. Can't wait to play for the MCC. But I'm all about the solo mode, man. Focus on improving that. Like use those resources to craft the best story or render the best graphics or whatever. But we don't need to use the goddamn chains of chaos or whatever on somebody across the world.
Like, there's really no reason to Kratos fighting against another Kratos. Like and like that makes no sense, and it takes away from the story sometimes. Like sometimes you just want to get immersed in that world by yourself as that character. You don't want to have to worry about the online aspect of things. So yeah, depending on the genre, like you said, but sometimes like other games, like you said, like they work. Sometimes you don't think they will, but they do. Also, like Grand Theft Auto Online is huge.
Koi Kid just mentioned that.
Exactly. Like, and you wouldn't think Grand Theft Auto would be a huge online game, but the way that it's
I
set
would.
up, well, initially when it first came out, but now because it's so you can do whatever the fuck you want.
It's a new game now.
It's a new game, so like now, like you go online and you just shooting up everybody and you're doing all this crazy stuff, and it's like it's a really cool. It's like it's its own community now. Also Red Dead and stuff like that. So those games, there are certain open world games that can work with that online capability. It just depends. But for me, I just need my online for my fighting games. If I play shooter games, my shooter games, and I'm good for that. Everything else, I don't need online for. I mean, it's going to be there if it's there, but I'm not going to really utilize it.
Yeah, bring back couch co-op, but not exclusively. But a game that did online play really well is A Way Out. I played this game with Rigo when he was in Atlanta. He lives in Kansas. But anyway, we were able to play it split screen co-op. But also, since he owns the game, he's able to start up the game and invite me to the game without me owning the goddamn game.
That's dope.
And we can just play the shit co-op.
That's dope.
We haven't done it again yet, but that's the... Shut up. You gave me a look. I know what I said. God damn it. We haven't played the game again. God damn it. Let's be adults about this. Anyway. Anyway.
I didn't say nothing.
You gave me a goddamn look.
Hey. He said what he said, and we heard what he said. I'm just saying. As you were saying.
But yeah, Enrico's in the chat right now.
Rico.
And no, we still haven't finished it, but I think that infrastructure is really dope. We're not going to see it across the board, but that's really fucking tight.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto, when we used to play San Andreas, that was the first one that had the couch co-op. You had to go to a certain spot on the map, and you were tethered on the same screen, and you had to be in the same car. You had to generally be in the same area.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, imagine if I could just go anywhere, and you could go anywhere. Like, that would be dope as fuck. No, you can.
Yeah.
And it's dope as fuck. Red Dead's online. It's good in theory, I guess, or it's a good concept, but I didn't have a whole lot of fun when I was playing it.
Yeah, I actually never played it at all when I had Red Dead 2, so I was like, I wasn't interested in it, but I mean, of course, there's going to be the people who were clamoring for it, so when it was announced, they were like, yo, Red Dead Online. But it's Rockstar, I think they do good with their open world games for, their online. They got the formula down just right. Not many open world games can pull it off like that, but it's because Rockstar makes those types of games where you can be able to have that experience.
And they got buku bucks. So.
And they got money to do it, yeah. And they've been updating Grand Theft Auto 5 for like the past like how many years?
So many.
It's still going. It's like shit.
2013. That shit came out on PS3 and 360, dog.
I'm telling
People
you.
still like
They still playing that shit online. They still
playing
going
the hell out of it, man. It's crazy. But that wraps it up. God damn it. We made it.
We did it. We don't need them motherfuckers. I mean, we do.
They can hear us. No, I'm joking. But
Can't hear us.
But yeah, fuck him. Nah, he's.
But we missed. But I'll say. But next week we should be back in the full form.
Yeah, man. So I hope y'all enjoyed this skeleton crew. We didn't rip each other's hair out.
See? Yeah,
we can be civil.
We can be civil.
Did you say fuck Detroit? Is that what you said?
No, I didn't say that, Kevin. You just said it.
Why you starting stuff?
I'm isolating that audio and sending it to Tyler.
You about to get jumped.
But yeah, man. So y'all tell us. #DEG polls. 007 GoldenEye.
Y'all know goddamn well what y'all gonna
Or
pick.
Perfect Dark.
Why are we even bothering with this poll?
We gotta have a poll.
I'm gonna even vote against what I already was going against.
We gotta have a vote.
It's gonna be 99 to 1%.
It's the rules.
I'm gonna be that 1%.
Kevin, I'm gonna be the one to make a difference.
Perfect Dark is cool.
Perfect Dark
Perfect
is cool,
Dark is
but
cool.
it ain't no GoldenEye.
I didn't pick the games, Deidre. He's hating on the game picks. Anyway, make sure y'all join us on Twitch right now. We talking to the people, as you could hear. Twitch.tv/DeadEndVideoGames every Tuesday. Today we started like
We started on time.
7:30.
See, when it's just two of us, we can start on time. It's
Yeah,
too many
man.
moving parts. But,
Yeah.
we-
Eastern Standard Time, about 7:30, 8-ish, something like that. You get pre and post show, so you get extra content that you won't get anywhere else on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, nowhere.
Nowhere.
here
Only here.
exclusively. So show your
Only
ass
up in this
up.
motherfucker.
All right. So speaking of YouTube, youtube.com/deadendgaming, you might see some little effects and stuff like that. I edit that. That goes up about Saturday, Sunday. Depends on if we got our shit all the way together. And that's it, y'all. God damn it. Double M, double one is double out.
Oh, you gotta do your end tag like it's your
I'm wearing
shit.
my shirt.
No, nigga, no. Double M, double one is
Hey.
well, GANDDADWOOY is double out, bitch.
You spelled your name wrong.
No, I didn't. WOOLL double Y.
Spell granddad again.
GRANDDAD.
I ain't hear that. I ain't hear that order.
You don't
first
even
time.
like.
I
Like
hear
I
that
don't know
order
my
first
shit.
time.
Like I don't know my shit.
You a rapper, but you ain't boozy now. Get your spelling.
Yo, I bet I could sell more than 300 copies. Shout out to Boozy. I'm sorry. Don't kill me, Boozy. I bought one.
He looking at you like, man.
Yeah, man.
Bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Get off my live. You ain't buy my shit right
All right.
now.
Peace out, y'all.
All right.